You have wondered before, what are the alternative way to invest your money outside of the typical ones which we all know, which is putting your money in a GSE or putting your money in a unit trust, putting your money into government bonds or investment accounts by a bank. What are the alternative ways to invest your money? That's the topic we're diving deep into today. What's an alternative investment which are available there for people to invest their money, and how can we simplify them for everyone to have access to the alternative ways of investing money? As always, guys, please do ensure to hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click the notification bell so we can grow this channel and we can reach that 10,000 subscriber mark. So let's get into today's video. Hello future millionaires and billionaires, welcome to another insightful, informative video right here on my YouTube channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Ivan Samban. On my channel, I'm dedicated on simplifying the world of investing, saving and budgeting for the average South African, for the average person who wants to understand investment products, investment services, saving services, whatever the case may be around money. We talk about it right here on my channel. Today we are talking about alternative way to invest your money, but before we dive deep into what are alternative way to invest your money and listing them, it really is important for me to remind you guys that I am not a financial registered advisor. None of my video constitutes as financial advice, but only educational purposes. So let's get into today's video. Today's video is going to be short, into the point, and explaining what alternative ways of investment are. But before I list them, I list my top 3 or my top 4 alternative ways to invest. Let's first dive deep into what exactly is alternative ways to invest. The most simplest way to explain alternative way of investing money is basically to think about like this. We all invest money based on what is mainstream, which is your investment account, your bank, your trust fund, ETF, shares, all mutual, all those things that you may know, those are typical ways of investing money. Those are mainstream ways of investing money. On today's video, we're talking about alternative ways which are not muchly spoken about or muchly used by people. We're talking about them, but we're talking about legit. We're not here to talk about pyramid schemes, forex, Bitcoin, scammers of Twitter. Not all those things. We're talking about legit ways that you can invest your money outside of the mainstream one. And the reason that you need to take into account alternative ways of investing money is because the market is not stable. Not all sectors of the market will perform the same way. So as an investor, you need to be able to diversify your portfolio. When I say diversify your portfolio, I'm not talking about in shares. When you have a maximum of shares in the tech industry, some in the healthcare industry, some in retail. No, I'm talking about diversifying your portfolio overall. When I talk about overall, I'm covering every element or every sector that you have the potential to invest in and be them. Because when it comes to investment, it's not about you mastering one sector or one form of investment, but it's about you mastering and be involved in all sectors that you understand. Keyword which you understand. Don't go to all sectors just for the fun of going all there. You must be there because you understand how they work. So let me make another example. The market in the GSE or in the stock market can perform badly in general, or a particular sector in general, but if we will find an alternative way to invest money, maybe outperforming, even outperforming the Johannesburg top 40 or the SP 500 or the Nasdaq 100, because those alternatives are not that much linked to the performance of the stock market and the economy around there. Because some of those alternative ways to invest, they are to a large degree, not, and I'm not saying like fully, but I'm saying to a large degree, separate to the performance of the stock market. But sometimes the stock market can have an impact onto them, but that impact is not that much huge, not that much impactful to the alternative ways to invest. So that's why it's also good to look in alternative ways of investing your money. But guys, please do ensure to subscribe to my YouTube channel because we need to hit that 10,000 mark. So what are my personal top 3 or top 4? I'm not sure if I will list the last one because I'm still a little bit skeptical about it, but let's continue now. Let's just say top 3 for now. My top 3 alternative ways to invest my money. I will put the last one as a bonus, but let's put it at the top 3 alternative ways to invest your money outside of the typical ways. Number 1 is livestock. Guys, agriculture, livestock is the future. People will always be hungry. People will always want food. As much as you can invest into shares of companies like ShopRite, Pick and Pay, Woolworth, whatever the case may be that produce food, But livestock, the actual livestock, the primary sector of agriculture, the livestock itself will always be there. There will always be a large need for it because people need food to eat. Whether economy is performing bad or good, that may have an impact of pricing, but at the end of the day, they will want that cow. They will want that chicken. They will want that tree of macadamia. It will always be them. So one of the alternative ways to invest into agriculture, into livestock, just for the purpose of this video, for my South African audience, I'm sorry for people outside of South Africa, I don't think this will apply to them. But for my South African audience, one of the alternative ways to invest into livestock and into agriculture is through services which are offered by CV Capital and Livestock Wealth. Guys, CV Capital and Livestock Wealth are offering you guys the opportunity to physically, not sort of physical, but to actually own a car without physically owning a car, if that makes sense. So basically what they do, that through their services, you can buy and invest into a cow and own it, but it will stay with the farmer and the farmer will take care of your cow. For example, Livestock Wealth gives you an opportunity to invest into a pregnant cow. I think the price around 13,000, I'm not sure, but I will double check for you guys. You can also double check for yourself. You invest that money, 13,000 rand, to that pregnant cow. After 12 months, after the pregnant cow has given birth, you earn up to 13% of your money in just 12 months, in a period of 12 months. And also, Livestock will not only limited you to paying 12,000, 13,000 for a cow, but also you can invest into ox, you can invest into connected gardens, you can even invest in macadamia trees. Literally, you can buy one macadamia tree that's still there in that farm of that farmer, particular farmer in Free State, Mpumalanga, whatever the case may be. And you pay that 2,000 rand for a macadamia tree, which is one. After 5 years, you get your money doubled. Because now they are planting a tree now, but the tree to grow from being a seed to become a full-grown macadamia tree takes a 5-year process. And when you put in there at 2,000 rand now in 2021, in 2026 you get 4,000 rand back. That's almost 100% profit of the money that you put in there. And that's an alternative way of investing your money. Companies like CV Capital, what they offer is that they don't need you to have 12,000 or what is needed by Livestock Wealth. Whatever amount you have, 500 rand, you can invest into a cow. You will buy a portion of a cow, if that makes sense, So basically what they will do is that they'll allow a group of investors to come together and pool the money needed to invest into one cow. And when that money has been pooled together in a pool of funds, basically like a lot of people pay, okay, say I have 12,000, so I have 3,000, I have 500 rand, 600 rand. They put the money together into a fund and go buy that cow for you guys. And when that cow has been done and all of it has been grown and has been sold to slaughterhouse, they take the money back, they share it based on how much you put in there. If you put over 200 rand, you're not going to get more money than the one who put 2,000 rand. So they share the profits, which is around 13 to 16% based on the performance of the market at a particular time. And you earn your money there. So livestock is also an alternative way to invest your money. Look into it. You can even look into it physically, like literally buying your own chicken and starting your own farm if you have that capability within yourself. But for those who do not, can look into apps such as CV Capital and Livestock Wealth. So that's one of the alternative ways you can invest your money. The second way, which is an alternative way to invest your money, is through renewable energy. Guys, renewable energy is the future. We cannot run away from that. As much as now we are stuck with Eskom and its bloody load shedding and their coal energy they're using, but renewable energy is coming in. And one of the ways which you can invest into renewable energy, not even buying shares of companies that produce renewable energy in the JSE or in the New York stock market or in the Australian, whatever the case may be, is through a platform called the Sun Exchange. The Sun Exchange basically allows you to invest money into solar panels. What this company does, this company, a Sun Exchange, will go around and look for people or businesses that want to move from the traditional electricity system to solar system. And when they find them, for example, they find my university, UWC is like, yes, we want to move into renewable energy, we want solar panels. And the solar panels that the UWC wants cost 1 million rand. Let's say they cost 1 million rand, for example. Then Sun Exchange will open a pool of fund for us as ordinary people to put our 2 rand, 3 rand, 100 rand, 10,000 rand, whatever the case may be there, to fund money to buy the solar panels for UWC. When we buy the solar panels and Sun Exchange comes and put them here at UWC, then monthly UWC will pay rent to Sun Exchange for using the solar panels, and in return Sun Exchange will take that money which is paid for using the solar panels back to us in a monthly basis, and we earn from it. So that's how basically Sun Exchange works. The amount which is put out, how they pay out, it's a little bit now not fully sure. I have not used Sun Exchange myself, but a friend of mine used it, I think, last year, and was complaining the money was too little what expected for him. But I think he put around, I think, 3,000. I think he told me around 3,000. So he didn't expect the money he got monthly. He expected more, but he didn't get the money he expected to get. So yeah, so that's the second alternative way into investing your money, is through the Sun Exchange, which is an alternative way outside of mainstream one. The third way in which you can invest your money, alternative to what is out there, is through private equities. When I talk about our private equities, I'm talking about really that what you think. Equities, shares, but not the JSA publicly listed one. I'm talking about private ones, to private companies. There are people out there, our young professionals, our young entrepreneurs, who are trying to push a business, are trying to push the hustle, who are starting something new but are looking for investors. We are the investors, guys. Not all of us can be entrepreneurs. Not all of us can manage business on a day-to-day basis, but we have the funds to support them. So what you can do, like the way I am doing with one of my friends who wants to start a gardening service back home in Nelspruit, and is looking to get 6,000 rand. I'm like, if you can give me a document that's drafted, that will protect me and have all the stipulated and have everything stipulated, I can give you that money, and in return I will get 45 of the business you're starting. You'll manage everything. I'll now continue my school, but I don't have time for business. You will continue that. You'll buy the grass cutting machines and everything. You will do that. Just give me 45% ownership of your business, meaning 45% of all the profits your business will make. I will get it. I'm just going to give you the money that you need to start your business. So that's a third alternative way for us to invest as people, is through alternative ways. People are looking to start business out there. Young people are looking for funds. If you know there's a young entrepreneur that's dedicated, that's a hard worker in your community, group each other up. Raise the money you need. Make him sign documents and have way to protect yourself as investor. You can even like let him use a particular thing. If you own a property, let him use his property as a way of ensuring that you will get your money back. If you're lending him the money, or whatever the case may be, ensure that there's also protective ways we should do to protect yourself as investors. If you want to put security in it, it's allowed legally. It is allowed. So sign those documents, ensure that there's all proper structure into it. If you want to invest in terms of loan, or invest in terms of getting equity in return, do that. So that's a third way you can invest your money as a private individual, is through private equity, or through loaning money to an entrepreneur that's looking to start his business, and you agree on the percentage and the amount of money that you will get. As I said, me and my friend, we're still now in this talking stage. We're not yet finalized it, and I'm like, okay, George, you're looking for this amount of money. I'm gonna give you this amount of money, but I want to know how much profit I'm gonna get. How much are you going to pay those dividends? When are you going to pay those dividends? And what's the projection of the growth of the company? I want it all stipulated down in writing. And I also want the separate contracts between me and you, giving you the money. And I want all fears of protection them. So that if you fail to do or stand to the contract, I know, okay, as it's going to be under it's going to be under the jurisdiction of the small claim court. So if you fail on providing as per our agreements, I am going to take you to a small claim court to get my money back. So those are the small things that we're still talking about. So that's a third way into investing your money, alternatively to the mainstream. The fourth way, not even fourth, the bonus way, this one is called a little bit controversial, is through collectibles. Collectibles, guys, some of them have been performing beyond what the SP500 has been doing the past 10 years. Collectibles. So when I talk about collectibles, I'm talking about things that you buy now at a low price because they're limited edition and they are in need for people who collect them. For example, can be coins. South African Mint sometimes print out limited edition coins for a particular event. If you collect them and keep them now, in the next 5 years, those coins, the value of it will go up. Because there are people who need them, who collect them for their own pleasure, whatever the case may be. So if you want to yourself collect them and you sell them at a later stage at a higher price, maybe coins, Kruger coins, it may be the list of things, Pokemons. People can collect those old Pokemons. I used to play about those things, you remember them? I saw one was selling for like 600 rand. But back in the days, you got them for free ads when you used to buy Simba chips. You got them for free, those Pokemon ones. You used to get them for free at Simba Chips, but now I saw one was selling for 600 rand, 600 rand, and I saw those throwing boats. But those throwing boats, like, the silver ones were selling for 200 rand. But back in the days when we were out, we were being given for free. But now they are being sold at a higher price. But people love dragon boats, and those things remind them of their childhood, are collecting them. So those are the form of investment you can do. Collect things you think at the later stage they will be rare and people will need them and they're willing to pay high price for them. Imagine if I collected those Pokemon, dragon boats, things we used to get, the Simba Pig, Pugs, snacks back in the days, and I collected 20 of them, and now I'm selling each for 500 rand. That's why we made a lot of money, but I would have got them for free at that time. So collectibles are also a good investment, alternative investment, but you must always remember that there must be a willing buyer and a willing seller at that particular time. So if you have them and you collect them, but at the next 5 years there's no one willing to buy them, literally you've wasted your time and your money. So you must be able to be strategic basically and pick a particular item that you know people will want it. Literally people will want it. Kruger coins, like signatures or celebrities, whatever the case may be, like CDs, a CD that was signed by Human Secret, whatever the case may be, whatever you think will be at value at the later stage, collect it, keep it safe, keep it in good condition, and who knows, maybe yourself will be selling it for 600 rand when you got it for free now in the next 5 years. So those are some of those are the 4 alternative ways. There are lots of ways I can make this video even longer, but I want to make sure this video stays short and I give you guys the idea to think outside of the normal ways to invest your money. But as always, guys, I do appreciate your support and I love your support. Forgive me for not uploading for almost 2 weeks. I had a lot of schoolwork that I had to manage. So remember, my degree comes first, my law degree comes first, guys. Yeah, I can't leave Pomala and come to the Western Cape to play. I need to secure this LLB degree. So forgive me for not uploading for almost 2 weeks. But as always, guys, I love the support and I appreciate it. Forgive me for the noise. I have no control of rest students and their performance and how they make noise, so forgive me for that. But as always, guys, thank you so much for support. Hope you have liked and subscribed to my YouTube channel. I am Ivan's Peasantly Sambo, and I say thank you so much for watching.